cool. Like it's a Game Boy thing. Like play this thing when you're far away. This becomes an eyesore after a while. Like genuinely. Art style 4, about a 4. You know. Now settings and stuff 1. I mean, granted, it's an alpha. At the end of the day, we gotta remember it's an alpha. So 1. But hey, on the bright side performance, it's pretty. It does have two. It only had 2 spikes. But again, part of it's because of the settings, right? If the settings were better, I'm pretty sure I could lock it. Now, on gameplay, I think it's average. Nothing crazy gets the job done, but it's like simple, nothing crazy, whatever. Atmosphere, 5 out of 5. Easily the most, probably, like, too strong, honestly. I want to, shit, I'll give it a 6, bro. Fuck. Now, I guess for the final thing, I would say, you know, is it a good game? I think it's solid. I think it's par for the course. I would say it's an indie game. I'd rate it an indie, not even maybe single A. It's a bit, I think, below that, in a sense. But it looks like a solid game. $20 would be the max I could see anyone charging for this, for sure. 5 feels low, but that would be fair. 10, personally, I would put it at 10, 15, well, not too bad, honestly. Or normal price thing, but that's the best way to put it, because, dude, it literally looks like MS-DOS, Windows 95 shit. It's like a lot of the indie games you see all the time, right? Like you know, something like a Flash game almost, you know? So that's why I say it's an indie game, not even a single A in a sense. But definitely looks solid. It seems like I said, I watch Let's Plays all the time of these kinds of games. I personally kind of, so for me personally, what's my personal rating, right? Like, we'll put whatever, but for me personally, not for me. It's not for me. But it feels like about the average horror indie experience, which is really good. By being a 3 in the indie horror scene is very, very good. But I can already see people, okay, like, oh, in story, I mean, it's non-existent in a sense. So can't really rate it in a sense. But design, I think the design's actually good. Actually, out of all the horror games I played, I think it's basically one of the best designed. Like, genuinely, that's what I could give this game. If it wasn't for how much anxiety this gives me and the over-exaggerated graphics, I would flux with this because I feel like I won't be too stuck on a puzzle for too fucking long. Like, I feel like they know how to kind of guide someone, but also give him slight satisfaction of figuring some stuff out. Like, they got good level design. Like, honestly, they have a good flow. Like, it's not, it's like linear, but not too linear, but they can still guide, like, nah. I honestly, it felt, out of all the games I played, I did not once get stuck. I thought I would get stuck, so that is the biggest credit I could give this game. For sure. So they got their ideas and level design where they got that down to a T. They got that down to a motherfucking T, bro. That is my biggest compliment. I personally don't see myself buying or wishlisting this, but I can highly recommend this. I mean, I'd say 3.5 or a 4. You know, in a sense, if they can fix a lot of things that I have issues with. And of course, controller support, right? So, solid 3. Solid 3, right? Solid fucking 3. Because it's a very solid 3, you know. Definitely, I would say, like I said, at the end of the day, I'm not a horror aficionado, but if you got me over here getting anxiety, bro, yeah, no, you cooked. No, I just can't do full horror games. I didn't expect getting into a full horror game. They're just, I can't, bro. I'm not trying to have a heart attack. That's a compliment. Like, that's a compliment, really. But with that being said, you guys go check out Eclipsium yourself. Because another thing, it's one thing to play it, and it's another thing to experience it. Like, this is definitely an experience kind of thing for sure. It's too strong for me, bro. It's too strong for me. Go check out other people or whatnot. But yeah, with that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and we'll go on to our next indie game on the lineup.